Okay, Gabby. So, well, today we have to start unit 2, right? So let's go to the platform. Maybe you could see now this second unit. And today we will start with the first grammar. We're gonna see a little bit of a simple past and past continuous. So how we join these two sentences in only one, okay? So I will share you my screen. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, so in this grammar, it says that, of course, when we talk about past, okay, past tenses, we could, oh, well, we have the first one that it is the simple past, and the other that it is the past continuous. Okay, so in this case, we have to join these two sentences, these two statements, but we have to use one connector. In this case, as the platform says, we're gonna use when, okay? So this is gonna be our main connector here. So we could say that we can have, for example, here the simple past. Okay, the simple past. In the middle, maybe if we have in the middle the connector when, and after, in order to join these two sentences, we're gonna use the past continuous. So in this case, we could have these two ones, and, or maybe we could have in this other way. We could start with the continuous first. Of course, we're gonna have when, and after we're gonna have the simple. Okay, both are gonna be okay. But when I'm gonna use these two sentences in only one sentence, I will use this when I am, for example, telling about an action, okay, telling about an action that started in the past, of course, but some action is in continuous or in progressive, okay? For example, I can say, I was studying, okay? I was studying. This is my progressive. When, and after this when, okay, I'm doing with this another. I was studying when, and my action that is going to be in simple past, it's gonna be the action that will interrupt, okay? This action is gonna interrupt this first one, okay? So I was studying when, okay, maybe you arrived, okay? So here we said that this action started in that moment and finished in that moment because arrived, okay, arrived and stayed there, for example. But in this part, I am telling about an action that was in a progressive, okay? So always we're going to start. The most common way to use these two sentences in only one, the most common is this structure, okay? Of course, there are some others that they use like this in the first one. For example, I can say the same as the other. Arrived when I was studying. It is okay, yes, but When we are using after or first the continuous and after the simple past, we are gonna show more emphasis in the action that is going to interrupt this first action. Okay. So this is okay too, but the most common one is this second. Okay. After this, we have this another that it is really common, where we could use simple past plus when plus simple past. We can have two actions in past. Both actions maybe can start in the past and can finish in the past. If, for example, I could say, okay, maybe I saw you in past when you said hello, for example. Okay, so this is in past. I don't know, moved my face and I saw you. And what happened in that moment? You said hello. So no one of these actions was in a progress because both started and finished in the same time. Okay. And the third one says, but for example, this is out of this grammar. Why? Because when we want to use, well, one question is, can I use, for example, here, I can use past continuous with simple past. I can use simple past with simple past. Can I use both in past continuous? We can use both in past continuous, but we can't use with the connector when. We're gonna use only while when we're gonna talk about continuous, both, okay? So for example, here I can say, maybe I was studying while she was singing, for example. Okay, so both actions, but using while. Okay. So until here, do you have maybe some question, Gabby?
In the first sentence, it's fine, but I didn't understand this part. The first sentence is fine, or it's better in the second way, like the number one.
Okay. If we talk about speaking, okay, when we speak, it is good in this way. Okay, we could use it. But if we write, okay, grammatically, it is not okay. The only way that it is better to use in writing, it is the first one. Okay. Okay. So why this first? Because as you can see here in the line of time, we can see here that first is going to start the action that is in progressive, right? For example, here, was sitting. In the example, I was sitting in the student lounge. Okay, so first started my action in continuous. And this action was in a progressive way. But the second action interrupt this first one. Okay? Only that. So that's why we are going to start first with the past continuous and after with the simple past. Okay? So
thank you.
Here we can see some other examples. Amy and I were talking when a friend of hers showed up. So as you can see here, we are starting with progressive and after with the simple past. Okay. Of course, we can use, we can use the connectors at the beginning or maybe in the middle. It's okay. But what happened here? What is the clue here? If we started with the connector. In this case, if we start first, okay, we're gonna put it one with the connector. The best way in writing, okay, it's gonna be that we are gonna start with simple past and after the comma with the past continuous. Okay, for example, this sentence in the correct way for grammar, okay, the connector in this case it is the when, okay, when you arrived, what was happening? I was studying. Okay, I was studying. So this is the best way for grammar. When we start with the connector, always first the simple past and after the continuous. Okay? Yeah, and that is the only thing. For example, here we could say, when Jackie arrived at Valentino's, simple past, Nick and Talia looked at their menus. So in this case, we are using both with simple past, but the connector at the beginning, right? So here in the other example, we have the connector at the beginning, but we are using this other structure. When Jackie arrived at Valentino's, simple past, what was happening? Nick and Talia were looking at their menus. Okay, so that was afterwards the progressive way. Okay, so that is the only thing. So about this, now do you have maybe another questions?
No, it's fine.
Perfect. Okay, Gabby, so. Okay, I will, let's go to the platform. I will assign you unit 2. Unit 2. Yes. Okay, so it is assigned now. Okay, let's start with the first one. Okay. Perfect. Very good. Any mistake? All right, let's go next.
We're trying to get out this even another accident. Mhm. One car. Hmm. One car was dropped. Hmm. Hit the truck. Hmm. When the ambulance the car. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Takes why? Didn't stop. Why? The car didn't stop
Hmm.
when the light was. Okay. The light was changing, so it was in a progressive. Or when we change the light, it is only start and ends. When the light changes, right?
Okay.
So we couldn't make in a progressive way. The
Okay.
other, yes, the other, when the ambulance arrived. Okay, so first the ambulance arrived and paramedics were treating, so they were in a progress. They started treating, no, right? So the ambulance arrived and paramedics treated in that moment.
Oh,
Both started and both finished, right?
okay.
So let's correct it there.
Okay, I understand.
Yes, right, because
The moment.
yes, because when we put some action in continuous, that we started first. Action in past, right?
Yes, okay.
Perfect. Okay, Gabby. So the other grammar, we're gonna do the third grammar. Okay, so I will show you my screen first. This grammar, it is easy because we're gonna see, well, the relative clauses, but only the basic. In this case, for example, we're gonna see only two words, okay? One, that it is who, that. This relative clause we're gonna use for people, only for people. When we, for example, want to describe some occupation or some person, okay? The second one is going to be which or that. When we're gonna talk about things, okay, things. How can I use these relative clauses? These relative clauses always are going to be in the middle of the sentence, okay? And we are gonna use for describing maybe people or things. For example, I can join two sentences by using relative clause. I can say, she's the doctor. Okay, she's the doctor. She likes to help people. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have two sentences, right? She's the doctor. She likes to help people. But how can I join these two sentences in only one? Because I am repeating she, okay? I will use this relative clause in order to join these two. So the first, I will respect the first subject. She's the doctor. So in order not to repeat again the same subject, I will put who and directly to the other complement. Likes to help people. Okay, so she's the doctor who likes to help people. Okay.
Okay.
Only for things. For example, here. And of course, is the doctor that likes to help people. We could use with both, okay, with who or maybe with that, okay? But what is going to be the difference? The difference is going to be that who, it's gonna be more formal, and that it's gonna be informal. Okay, that is the only thing. Which or that only for things. For example, that is the dress. That is the dress. I like it. So two sentences. That is the dress. So what is the word that we are repeating in these two ones?
It.
It, right? It and the dress. Maybe here, for example, could be I like the dress, for example, but both are the same. So how I will going to join?
That is the dress which I like.
Very good. That is the dress which I like. Nothing else. Okay, so in order to join, if we talk about things, which or that. If we talk about people, who or that. Okay, for example, here, you are the one who got me into this. Then as we are talking about people, you, we're gonna use who for the people. Of course, we could use with all tenses, present, past, future, okay, with whatever tense. In this case, we have the same. I was the guy who sent the funny recording to Newsline. Or maybe I was the guy that sent the funny recording to Newsline. If we talk about things, that was the break that was going to make me start. Okay, that was the break which was going to make me start. Okay, so for example, this, how could you join these two sentences in only one, Gabby?
Talia is the reporter who is covering the story.
Perfect. The second one?
This is the story which is airing tonight.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, so this is the way how we're gonna use this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I don't know if you have some question until here, Gabby.
No, it's clear.
Perfect. Okay, so let's do this exercise, okay, in the platform using these two ones. Subject, adjective, clause one. Perfect, very good. Now the next.
Mm-hmm. Work. Mm. It's the on sale last week. Oh, you know her, she's an actor. She's the actor.
Okay, only one mistake. Where is the mistake? Probably.
Yeah.
In this case, why? Let's see in the complement. Why do you think this is incorrect?
Here. Maybe
No.
it's because no.
It is okay that. Yes, because
It's
we're
the jacket. That. Maybe in future.
No. The verb to be has to be in past because it says last week.
Last week. Oh, yes. Is that
Right?
the jacket that was?
That was on sale
Okay.
last week. Okay, perfect. Now it's everything okay. Okay, Gabby, I don't know if you have some question because
Fine.
yes, tomorrow we are gonna continue with the third grammar, okay? That is the reported imperative, okay? So yes, for today we're gonna just finish here. Okay. And tomorrow we finish unit 2.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Gabby. So see you tomorrow. Take care a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.